Hello everyone, welcome back. Severed is here. Coming back with part 8 of What If Deku Had the Ultimatrix. Now, where we last left off, Izuku was with the League of Villains, and they told him about what he did in the training camp, and after that, All Might came in saving Deku, but All for One have teleported Izuku and the other members of the League of Villains into him. And Izuku after the League of Villains have gone through the portal that All for One opened it up, Izuku stayed there, standing between All for One and All Might, as he chooses to go with All for One and let him get a quirk, which is super regeneration. It's so strong enough to regenerate limbs and things like that. And after that, he killed All for One by deleting all of his quirks, which is gonna make All for One basically a dead man walking. And after that, he go insane and start to attack All Might and hit him in his injury, making him unable to use his quirk anymore, but not deleting it because he want to fight All Might's successor. And Endeavor tried to throw fire at Izuku, but Izuku deleted his quirk and also Gran Torino quirk, making All Might, Gran Torino, and Endeavor all retired, making Hawk the #1 hero. And after that, go watch the last part to know what's happened after that, but right now we continue with Toga and a Class 1A, as Toga, after getting One for All from All Might, Aizawa come into the class saying, "Well, hello student, today we have a special guests." As Kirishima said, "Special guest? Who are they, Mr. Aizawa?" As Aizawa said, they are the best student in UA, and you all know them by the big three. As after that, 3 people come through the door. One with a purple hair, and he doesn't seem to be that much of a talker. Someone with a blonde hair and blue eyes with a big smile on his face. And a girl with a blue hair and also a smile on her face, as the boy with the blonde hair said, "Hello, Class 1A. My name is Mirio, and this is I need to remember their names. And this is Tamaki, and this is Nejire, and we are the big 3. As after that, Aizawa said, "Well, student, the big 3 here today will gonna fight you. Understand?" As everyone getting excited, and Aizawa said, "Shut the hell up and go to your changing room and meet me at the training facility." As after everyone getting their hero costumes, and Toga, of course, still having Izuku goggles, which is the basically the same goggles of Aizawa. And after they go, into the facility, the big 3 stand in front of them, as Mirio said, "Well, everyone, you are gonna all attack me, understand?" As everyone getting a little bit dumbfounded, Kirishima said, "What? We all against you? Isn't that not fair?" As Mirio said, "Don't worry, just do it. Understand, guys?" As everyone agreed to that, and Mirio after that said, "Well, 3, 2, 1, come at me!" As everyone start using their quirks and go to Mirio. But after that, all their attacks go right through Mirio. As Mirio said, everyone said, "What the?" And Mirio suddenly jumped inside the ground, and he appeared behind Kirishima, and then give him a kick behind his head, throw him on the ground, and after that he jump into the ground again and throw punches at most of the students in 1A in their stomach, knocking them off. And the student that are still are Toga, Uraka, Ida, and Bakugo. As Bakugo go to throw an explosion, Mirio go right through it and also knock Bakugo off. As the three that are left are Ida, Toga, and Uraka. As Toga said, "Guys, we need to make a plan for this. We can't just run there." As Uraka said, "So, what are you saying, Toga?" As Toga said, "Just wait, I want to understand where is he gonna appear again." As after that, Mirio starts running at them. As Toga said, "Wait," as he just continued getting closer and closer. As Toga said, "Now, Ida," as Ida used his turbo or whatever he called when he goes so fast, blast or whatever. He go to Mirio, but Mirio go right through the ground and appear behind Toga. Toga was expecting this, and after that she looks behind, and a yellow lightning start engulfing her body. As she go to throw a punch at Mirio, Mirio are surprised by this, but he makes sure to get intangible and got right through it and give Toga a punch in her stomach. And after that, Uraka tried to help, but she always got knocked off. And Mirio said, "Well, everyone, that was a great fight, but sorry." And, scratching the back of his head. And after everyone stand up, Mirio said, "Well, what do you think is my quirk, guys? And how do you think is how much do you think is powerful?" As everyone say that is a very powerful quirk. As Mario said, "Not exactly. It's maybe, as you said, it's not powerful at all. At all. It's just me who make it powerful." As he continued telling everyone about his quirk, I will gonna call it Phantom because I don't care to know his real name, Quirk. I really don't give a fuck. Sorry guys about that. Give a goddamn thing about his name, Quirk. I will gonna just call him Phantom. As he just tell them about how when he go intangible, he just everything go right through him, even the air and everything. And after that, he go to talk with Toga. As he said, "Toga, can I talk with you for a moment?" As Toga said, "Okay, Mirio." As they go to talk away, as Mirio said, "So you are all my successor, huh?" As Toga getting surprised, saying, "What? How did you know?" As Mirio said, "I have my ways. Don't worry. I'm not gonna tell anyone. But I think your internship will gonna come soon. Isn't that right?" As Toga said, "Yeah, and I really don't know where should I into what agency to go to." As Mary said, "Well, how about you go into my agency? It's the agency of Night Eye, the formal sidekick of All Might. How about that?" As Toga getting surprising, "Really? Can I go there?" As Mirio said, "Well, you can go there, but of course, if you want to." As Toga said, "Yes, yes, I want to go there, if that possible. How can I go?" As Mirio said, "Okay, meet me tomorrow at Night Eye Agency. Okay?" As Toga said, "Okay." And after that, we cut into Izuku, which is right now we are call him Erase because that's his other side. And we cut into a guy that he's screaming for help, saying, "Help me! Help me! This crazy kid gonna kill me! Help me! Anyone! Any heroes! Please!" As From behind, he hearing tat 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 tat. Don't run away from me. Just come here and fight me because I don't care for you. Just come here so I can kill you. It's really funny. How do you like it, Midoriya? Looking at this kid, looking at this guy dying in front of you, knowing that your hands are the one that did it? As the guy said, "Who are you talking to, you crazy? Please, leave me alone, please!" As Erase said, "No, I need to erase you from this world." As he starts stabbing him rapidly in his chest, laughing. Oh, how funny. How funny. Well, next one on my list is all of you. Oh, I wish Stain could see me now. I just just imagine the look on Stain's face, seeing the one, "You are a true hero," and then he just looking at me killing people randomly in the street. Oh, I would pay real money for that. As after that, he cut off a little bit of his finger and then draw on the wall said, "He has been erased." And after that, his finger regenerate because he have regeneration that took it from all for one, and he starts also coming back to jump on the roof. And after that, he feel hungry, as Ray said, "I feel hungry. Maybe the killing harmony of mine need to stop for a little bit." Well, time for my third breakfast. As he jumped down the street, taking the mask off. And if you're wondering what kind of mask he wearing is, he wearing this mask. And if you're wondering how did he got it, go watch the last part. It's have something that might interest you. And he just put it inside his black hoodie jacket, and put the hoodie on his head. As he just walking in the street, and after a couple of just walking, suddenly someone pops into him from an alleyway. As he fall on the ground and his hoodie fall off, as he said, "God damn it, my head." Who is this now? As he looking at the ground, seeing a little girl with the red eyes and white hair. As he said, "Oh, a little girl. Are you good?" As he give her a very warm smile as she ran at him and hugging him. As Erase said, "Well, what's wrong, little girl? Is there something in your mind?" And after that, a guy from an alleyway wearing a plague mask and white gloves with a green jacket said, "Oh, excuse me. My daughter is quite not, how can I say it? It's sometime running from me because I was just telling her that she did something wrong." Scolding her. As Erase looked at this guy as he said, "No problem, mister. Everyone have some problems in their lives." As all Overhaul looking at this, his eyes whiting as he said in his mind, This is the kid that he can erase everyone quirk forever." What is the chances that what is the kind of chances that I will gonna meet him here? As Erase said, "Well, mister, here is your daughter." As is Erase tried to take Eri out of her, break the hug with Eri, as Eri just getting hug him even tighter as she whisper in his ears, "Please help me." As Erase hearing this, he said in his mind, this girl have a lots of bandages. I know." As Race takes something from his jacket and put it on the girl. As he said, "Come on now, little girl. What's her name, Mister?" As Overhaul said, "Well, her name is Airy. Sorry for my daughter." Act. As Ray said, "Well, she must be so clumsy because there's a lots of bandages on her body, huh?" Smiling at Overhaul, as Overhaul in his mind saying, "Does this kid know who I am? Is he just acting dumb? I can't stay here with Airy. He will gonna kill me if I did that. I need to get some people to capture him in the next time if I saw him." As he said, "Well, may I take my daughter back?" As Ray said, "Sure." As he gave Airy to Overhaul, looking at him, making sure if his hand touch Overhaul, he will gonna not explode with, and even if he explode, he'll just gonna regenerate. But anyways, as Ray said, "Well, have a nice day, little Miss Airy and Mr." As the guy said, "Chisaki, call me Chisaki." As he said, "Well, Mr. Chisaki, see you around." As he goes and leave. As Overhaul said, "Well, Airy, looks like when you run away, you just got me into the person that I want to find. Soon enough, he will gonna join you." As he take Airy back into the alleyway, and while Race are just walking, having fun, having his lifetime spamming, just eating food, playing games, enjoying the life in general. We cut into Toga in the next day, as she preparing to go into Night Eye Agency wearing her hero costume, which is basically her villain costume, because I'm too lazy to make a costume for her, and or even find a photo. As after she finally get into Overhaul Agency, Mirio welcomed her saying, "Oh, Toga, welcome." As Toga said, "Oh, Mirio, hi." As Mirio said, "Well, are you prepared to meet Mr. Night Eye?" As she said, "Yeah, I'm quite excited to actually know who is the former sidekick of All Might." As Mirio said, "Well, but before we meet him, you need to know very important thing. When you first meet him, try to make him laugh, okay?" As Toga said, "Laugh? And why should I do that?" As Mirio said, "Just do it, please." As Toga said, okay." And after that, they got into the room, as Toga looking at Mr. Night Eye, Mr. Night Eye looking at her dead in the eyes, as she said, "Okay, Toga, think about the funniest thing that you ever know in your things. Think about the very, very funny things. Come on, Toga, you can do it." As she said, "Hello, Mr. Four Eyes." As Night Eye said, "Is this an insult?" As Toga just getting chilled down her spine. And Mr. Night Eye said, "So, you are Toga, huh? When Mirio told me that you are so funny and so happy, I thought that you were gonna at least make something more funny. But you are just making me mad." As Mr. Night Eye said, "So, you are here to join my agency, isn't that right?" As Toga said, "Yeah, Mr. Night Eye." As Mr. Night Eye said, "So tell me, why should I recruit you and let you join my agency? I have Mirio, and I have Bubble Girls, and a couple other heroes under my command. So what are you gonna give me if I make you join. As Night Eyes continues saying, well, how about that? Mirio, get out of the room. Would you do that, please? As Mirio said, okay, Mr. Night Eye. And Whisper in Toga's ear said, you are funeral. As Toga said, what? As Mirio get out of the room, and after that he slammed the door. Toga looked back at Mr. Night Eye. As Mr. Night Eye said, so, you are All Might's successor, huh? As Toga said, yes. So, as Night Eye said, when I know that you are All Might's successor, I got really angry. You know why? As Toga said, why? As Mr. Night Eye slammed his hand on the desk, said, because I know that when I know All Might very well, and when he said that he will gonna choose a successor, I know that he will gonna choose someone stupid and idiot. But you, he just gone very far than I expected to go. As Toga surprised as she said, well, tell me already, how can I join your agency? As she looked serious into Night Eye eyes, as Night Eye said, well, how about a challenge? If you could take this pencil out of my hand in 3 minutes, I will gonna let you join my agency. But if you couldn't do that, you are gonna get the hell out of my agency, understand? As Toga said, yes. And after that, the timer start. Toga using One for All, making her body engulf in yellow lightnings as she just start jumping around, and after 3 minutes she couldn't take it. As Night Eye said, well, looks like you are gonna get out of here. As Toga said, god damn it. Well, at least I didn't destroy anything that belongs to All Might. As Night Eye hearing this, as he said, what? As he looked left and right, seeing every wall with this step shoes, the the wall are all what they call it, dirty, except anything for All Might, photos, toys, things like that. As he said, in his mind said, how interesting. This girl, even when she was fighting, she didn't destroy anything that belongs to All Might. She were very precise where she gonna put her leg or feet. As Night Eye said, well, I was gonna kick you out of here, but since I am a nice person, I will gonna let you join my agency. As Toga said, really? As Night Eye said, of course. Come on, stand up. And after that, the Night Eye stamp on the contract, and then Toga are right now with overhaul. I mean, what? Night Eye agency. As she get out and said, Mirio said, well, Toga, how does it go? As Toga said, he let me join the agency. As Mirio said, really? Well, I'm happy for you, but to be honest, I was think that he will gonna kill you. As Toga said, yeah, what's this about the funeral thing or something like that? As Mirio said, well, you see, the last person that told Night Eye that he have 4 eyes, he didn't come out of that room alive, or at least without help. As Toga said, oh, okay. And after that, Toga start talking with Mirio about how Izuku is and what happened to him and why she did get One for All and everything. As Mirio said, damn. So Right now you are want to become a hero to help others and to save your friend, huh? Astoga said, yeah. I can't let him go all around just killing people. I can't let him do that, ruining his life while he's still so young. As Mary said, okay, Toga, I will gonna help you with that. When second time when we see Izuku, we will gonna get him back to you, eh? Okay, as Toga agreed to that, smiling. And after that, we cut into Izuku that right now he's just on a building eating pizza and drinking some cola, watching something on his phone as he said, so left and then right, and after that I'll need to open the left door and put that code in it. As if you're wondering what he's watching the camera on Toga, on airy body that he put on. And he right now just making sure to remember everything, where he should go and what button to press, so he just want to see what this overhaul guy all about. He want to see if he will be able to kill him or not. And after that he find the recording ended with overhaul he hearing, in the microphone and the camera, Izuku hearing, well, Korono, is the chair ready? As Corona said, yes, boss. Everything ready. And after that, they put Eri on the chair, and Izuku start hearing screams and crying, and he see Eri just her blood being sucked out of her body. And Corona said, she's empty right now. Overhaul said, well, let's start from the beginning. As he disintegrate her and put her back together, as Erase just looking at this. Even if he's a serial killer and just psychopath, he crushed the cola, the glass of cola in his hand as he said, that overhaul guy, when I get my hands on him, they will never gonna find his dead body. As after that, he done from eating the pizza and the cola and continue killing villains and fake heroes, and also true heroes, because he don't care at all. And suddenly he just feels a sharp pain in his heart, as Ray said, damn it, what's Izuku want right now? As he go into his mindscape, seeing Midoriya, the real Midoriya, the hero Midoriya, or whatever you want to call him, with a lot, and I mean a lot, of chains piercing through his skin and his body, and making sure that he will never run away, piercing through his skin and wrapped around his hand and neck and everything. As Midoriya said, why? Why are you doing this? As he just crying, as Ray said, because this is funny. Because feeling pain is funny to me. The screams, the tears, the people feeling their life ending in front of me is just funny. Don't you understand that, Midoriya? That's what I find it funny. What do you find it funny, Midoriya? Telling jokes, eating pizza, seeing someone trip and fall on his face? Is that what is funny to you? Is that what it's fun to you? Or are you just want to go back to your little old toga, your old friends Kirishima, and start playing a little bit of video games? I don't care, Midoriya. I don't care. I will gonna erase humanity from this planet, one by one, and I will gonna start with every single person that exists inside you, as you right now holding Izuku from his neck, looking into his eyes with a big smile and full red eyes, as Midoriya said, "Please, just stop. I can't take it anymore. I can't hear all these screams anymore. I can't see all this blood anymore. I can't feel the heat of the blood on my skin anymore. Just stop." As Race said, screamed in his face, "No! Never! Never ever! Until you will gonna agree on my terms. Understand?" As Izuku started crying, as he said, "I wish I would never born in the first place. I wish I would been born quirkless than born with something like you." As Ray said, "Well, too bad. Everyone have their problems, and you are one of those people. So, how about you sit like a good dog and watch the show?" As Ray leave Izuku in the mindscape, as Izuku starts screaming and trying to get out of the chains, as he said, "Come back! Come back here! Come back here! Come back! Don't make me see all of this! Stop it! Just stop! Someone kill me! Someone kill me already!" And after that, we cut into 1 week after that, with All Might in the Tartarus with the prisoners, and you know what, the warden of the prison with the Eraserhead, as All Might told the warden, "Well, who do you think will gonna be helpful to us?" As the warden said, "We have, the one that called Stain. He will be very helpful against that kid." As All Might said, "I know that. I need I need the most strongest here. Is that okay?" As the warden said, "Of course, All Might. Anything for you and anything to stop that kid." As All Might remember Izuku. And after that, they meet with Stain rap right now. He being held on a chair, as Stain said, "Well, All Might, what is the pleasure that the number one hero have come by his feet into my little cell?" As All Might said, "Stain, I need your help." As Stain said, "Of course." As All Might got a little bit surprised, as he said, "Really? Why are you gonna help me?" As Stain said, "You are the number one hero. Even if you have told everyone about your retirement, I still see you as a hero. Anything you ask is something that I would want to do." As All Might said, "Well, I have to show you something." As after that, the warden and a couple of guards come into the cell with a television, and they start playing the videos of Izuku when he killed Muscular, and Moonfish when he killed, killed All for One and just crazy and everything, and a couple of other crimes that he committed by the 1 week that he was just, stay alive in. As Stain said, "Is that someone with shape-shifting quirk?" As All Might said, "No, that's young Midoriya." As Stain said, "This is not Midoriya. This is not Izuku. His eyes, it's the look of someone else. It's It's not the look of the same person that I saw before. It's the look of someone that he enjoying what he doing. As All Might said, I know. And that's why I need your help. As Stain said, no, you don't understand me, All Might. There is something inside of him. Someone else inside of him. As All Might said, what are you talking about, Stain? As Stain said, look at him. Does it look like Izuku to you? As All Might looked at the footage as he said, no, not at all. As Stain said, exactly, because that is not Izuku. Whatever it is, it's something more dangerous. And look at this photo. As he showed the photo of Izuku when he was cutting his finger and about to draw on Toga face, as Izuku said in the photos, stop crying, you're ruining my my art, as Stain said, or All Might said, yes, he was talking about Toga, how he was drawing on her face while she was crying. As Stain said, no, he wasn't talking about Toga. Someone else was crying. Want him to stop. Just look at his hand, they are shaking. He was meaning someone else, not Toga. And I think that someone else was the real Izuku trying to stop him from doing what he was doing to Toga. As All Might eyes whiting as he said, well, that's a very important information from you, Mr. Stain, but are you gonna help me? As Stain said, of course. Izuku is a real hero, and I will gonna get him back to his senses. Even if that means I will need to hit him hard on the head with a big rock. As All Might said, well, and don't worry, you get 5 years. We will gonna cut off of your life in Tartarus 5 years. As Stain said, thank you. And after that, they took Stain out of the place because Stain doesn't use his quirk that much. His body is his strongest weapon, not his quirk, so he will be just perfect against Izuku, just like before. And after that, and now we cut into Night Eye after, collecting all the heroes on prepare the raid on Overhaul Place, as everyone right now in front of the doors of Overhaul. As Night Eye said, well, everyone get prepared. This will be very hard. As everyone get ready, and once someone press the ring the bell, a big creature with a black mask come blasting through the door as Ryuko, the dragon hero, turned into dragon and start fighting that thing. As she said, go there, I will gonna take it from here. As Toga, Mirio, Night Eye, Eraserhead, and a couple of other heroes, with of course Kirishima, Fat Gum, and Sun Eater, the kid that with the big three, the friend of Mirio. As after that, inside they just fighting villains and things like that. And Night Eye said, from that way, as he point on a wall with the the same wall with the little flowers on it, as he start pressing a couple of buttons on the wall, which is open a secret entrance, as he said, from here. As after that they get there, Toga said in her mind, I will gonna save that little girl, and then I will gonna save you, Izuku. But from the other side of the building, Erase has already came there, wearing the mask that he always wear. You know, this mask, and his right eye always glow through the mask for no good reason, just because. As he said, well, looks like Night Eye has already attacked it. Uh, if that means then I will gonna have less villains to kill. Well, anyways, as he jumped down into a little garden, as the villains were waiting for Night Eye, they look behind, seeing a kid with a white and with a white mask and two red lines with a glowing right eye through the mask, as and black hoodie jacket with a black t-shirt and some kind of bandages on his two arms. That's bandages being the same scarf of Aizawa. As the guy said, "Who are you?" As Erase said, who am I? Who am I? To be honest, I don't know myself. Am I a hero? Am I a villain? Am I a kid? Or am I just someone that so crazy? As the villains start shooting Izuku or Erase, as he take all the bullets and fall on the ground, as the villain said, what a stupid kid. As after that he stand up saying, ouch! Man, you just shotted me like 13 times in my chest? What are you? Attacking a little kid, 16 years old kid with a bullet? This is not nice, you know. Normal people would die. But someone like me wouldn't die from that. Hi. Well, tell me, where is Overhaul? As the people are surprised as they said, kill them! Kill him already! God! Now, kill him already, boys! As they start rushing at Erase. As Erase said, well, I mean, I didn't want Izuku to watch. I was trying to make Izuku not watch as much blood as I was always killing, but looks like people are coming towards us because they want themselves dead. Isn't that right, Izuku? As Izuku is just quiet inside his head, all with all the chains around his body in the mindscape, as he said, he's sleeping like a little dog. Well, if that's so, then I'll have some fun. As he take a knife out of his jacket and start ripping through the villains, cutting their heads off, slashing them, killing them, smashing them, anything that you could ever imagine. As if one last villain stayed alive, as he said, please, please, leave me to live. As Izuku said, you already killed me, and you telling me to let you live? Well, I will let you live. But you need to survive a 13 bullet in the chest. Because it's only fair that I shoot you in your chest 13 times when you already shot at me. So I hope you have a regeneration quirk, because things about to get messy. Hi. Hi. Well, ready or not, here I come. As he starts shooting the guy 13 times in the chest, as the guy died, as Erase said, damn it. But he was good. He stayed alive after 2 bullets? Yeah, I think so. As he just walk on the dead bodies and go into find the open secret entrance of Overhaul. As he said, well, looks like Night Eye has already found the secret entrance. Let's see what he can do. As he go down the stairs, and we cut into Toga and everyone else. As Mirio just already ran away as Toga said, what are we gonna do now? As Eraserhead said, uh, wait for me. I can't use my quirk if I can't see his real body, and this is not his real body, and that's why, because Mimic is using his quirk on the walls, just like the anime, and suddenly he just stopped as Toga said, oh, why did he stop? As Eraserhead, I don't know, but we need to keep going. As they continue, Toga smashing the walls to make an entrance for them, using for cowling with 5%. As just go there, as Izuku just walking calmly through the place, saying, now I just wonder what's gonna happen next. Am I gonna be able to kill him and take the rest? Am I gonna be able to just kill Overhaul and take the rest? Such a bad singer, don't you think, Midoriya? As Midoriya still sleeping, as Erase said, oh, come on, wake up, you sleepy boy, as he just starting hitting his head. And after that, he go into, a little way on the left, because when just like the camera saw in the cameras that put on Eri, left and then right, as he go left, and once he go left, he see in front of him Dabi and Mr. Compress, as Dabi said shit, as Dabi immediately throw fire at Erase once he saw him, as after that Erase fall on the ground. As Mr. Compress said, isn't that the same kid that we meet in you know, the training camp of UA, and he killed our boss? As Dabi said, yeah, let's leave. Good thing I killed him. As they turn around, and from behind they hear, who are you? Who did you killed again? Blue Flame Boy. As they look back, seeing Izuku with his mask has fallen out of his face, and his skin just burned down as it starts regeneration. As he said, I have regeneration, but I don't have something that can kill my pain, so every time you burn me is just feel like hell. And to be honest with you, I love it. As Dabi said, Mr. Compress, we need to get out of here. As Izuku rushed at Dabi throwing fire, and Izuku got hold of his hand that throw fire and stab him in the hand. Dabi go back as he said, God damn it, my hand! As Izuku said, didn't I already told you that your flames are just so cold? They are not even compared to the flame that my mother make out of her little furnace. As Mr. Compress start throwing his little crystals or crystal balls or whatever are they, bubbles, gems. It was one. What was the name? It was the name. Wait a second. He's throwing a couple of them at Erase, and he snapped his fingers. All of them turn into bombs as they blew up in his face, and throwing him back on the wall. As Dabi said, in his phone, what was Kuriguri? We need the portal now. He's here. As Kuriguri opened a portal behind him, as Ray stand up saying, "Oh no, you don't! I didn't get to kill you last time, but this time it will be different." As he starts rushing at Dabi and Mr. Compress, Mr. Compress throwing another crystal or ball of his balls at Izuku, putting a big rock in front of him. Izuku kick it as his leg break off. Dobby and Mr. Compress get out of there by the portal as Ray said, "God damn it. I was about to kill them. But looks like he learned out of his mistakes. Last time my leg didn't broke, but this time it's different." As his leg starts regenerating, and he said, "Well, I also learned from my mistakes." Well, where are... What's... Wait a second. Why am I here again? As he hear a sound of someone saying, "Give it back to me!" As Izuku said, "Oh, yeah, right. Overhaul, kill, slash and dash and everything. Slice and dice." As he starts running into the voice, he's seeing in front of him Mirio with a lot of blood on his body, and Toga fighting Overhaul. Overhaul having 4 hands instead of 2, and Night Eye on the ground with a big hole in his chest as Race right now without his mask, as he said, "Oh, Toga! Hey! Toga! I'm here!" As Toga looking behind, as she said, "Izuku?" As Overhaul taking this chance to push Toga out of the way, making a big pillar out of the ground and smash Toga into the wall, which made Toga cough a blessing. "No, I can't done that right now." As Izuku said, "Sheesh, that must hurt." As he looked at Overhaul. As Overhaul suddenly, he just split out of his other, the guy that with the confession quirk, the ability to tell truth. As Overhaul said, "What the?" As Izuku jumped down and said, "Well, well, 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 look what we have here. Overhaul himself." As Overhaul said, You, you, you kid, how did you find me?" As Izuku said, "Oh, it's easy. I find you by this." As he show him uh, the phone, and Izuku phone right now showing in the screen Overhaul and Izuku carrying his phone in his hand, showing it to Overhaul, which is basically because Eri right now watching them. As Overhaul looked behind seeing Eri, as he said, "You put a tracking device on Eri?" As Izuku said, "Yep. Isn't that smart of me?" As Overhaul said, "I'm gonna kill you!" As he take one of the quirk cancelling bullets and put it into the gun and shoot it at Izuku or Erase, and once he shoot it, Izuku just catch the bullet while she in mid-air. As Overhaul surprising, "What the? How?" As Izuku said, "Oh, it's thanks to my quirk. It's not just erasing, it's also gave me a slightly enhancement body, which means also a slightly enhancement senses." So, Overhaul, I have a question for you. As he crushed the bullet in his hand and start walking to him, taking a knife out of his jacket, say, "How much time did you kill that girl?" As Overhaul tried to run away, but Izuku threw a knife at his leg, making him fall on the ground. And everyone are watching this as he continues saying, "How much blood did you take out of her body to make your stupid ass bullets?" As he throw another knife and the other at the other leg of Overhaul. As Izuku continues saying, "How much tears and how much bandages did you put on her?" As he finally got hold of Overhaul, as he carried him from his neck and said, "Well, normally I would have deleted your quirk forever, but you know what's best to do?" As Izuku take another knife and cut off both of Overhaul hands and then crush them under his feet to make sure that he can't put them back together. As Erase said, "Well, look at you, Overhaul. Your your wish has finally been achieved. Your goal has finally been achieved. Now you are quirkless." Just look at you, with no arms. You was about to defeat all those heroes, but when I just came, you just fall on the ground and start going behind me, wishing that your life will be, wishing that you will be able to stay alive. Isn't that right, Overhaul? Well, that was what you was thinking, right? Think that you could run away from me with that easily? What a funny, how funny out of you, Overhaul, as he throw him on the ground and starts stabbing him rapidly. As Overhaul screaming, "Ah! Ah!" as Izuku still laughing. And Toga just watching this crying. Mirio watching this, he's just horrifying, saying, "Is that really Midoriya she was talking about? He's just long gone." As after that, when he done, he wiped away the blood out of his face as he said, "My lungs, I need to learn to stop laughing that much." As he look be a little bit away, as he see Eri, as Eri said, "Are you here to save me?" As Izuku in the mindscape said, "Please, don't kill her. Not a little girl. I can't take it anymore. Just stop it." As Erase in his mind said, "Don't worry. I'm not a fan of killing childrens. At least not now." As he go to Eri said, "Oh, little girl, don't worry. That was always a part of my plan." As he got a little bit down on his knees in front of Toga, in front of Eri, smiling at her, as she said, "Thank you, thank you." As she goes to hug him, and Erase hug her back, as he said, "Now, now, little girl." Or Eri, right? Isn't that your name? As Eri said, "Yeah. Why are you one of them?" As she pointed at Toga and Mirio, as Izuku said, "No, not exactly, but you should go with them. They are a good people." As Eri said, "But can I see you again one day?" As Erase said, "Well, maybe and maybe not, but go to them because they are the right people that will gonna take care of you and help you. Okay?" As Eri said, okay." As she go to Toga, and Izuku after that, he just finally start walking away, and then while he walking away, in front of him the dead body of Overhaul, as he stab on his head, blowing it up. As he said, "Now I don't need to see your ugly face anymore." As Toga and Mirio from behind Toga said, "Izuku, stop!" As she's crying. As Erase looking behind, saying, "What? Is there something you want to tell me?" "I already told you, I'm not Izuku." As Mirio said, "What's happened to you? Toga told me that you are a nice person, but what did you do?" As Erase said, "Come on, stop calling me Izuku. That first. My name is Erase. Second of all, I'm not your friend anymore. And I am gonna kill you in the future. But right now, I'm just having fun with my life." As he started walking away, Toga tried to stand, saying, "Izuku, no!" As she fall on the ground, as she said in her mind, "I need to catch him. I need to catch him. I can't let him leave. And after that, all of the sudden, a weird black tentacles get a weird black and yellow tentacles come out of Toga hand into Izuku as they stab into his back. As Erase looking at this thing. Now what is this? As Toga is surprised in her mind saying, no, what is this right now? She know that Izuku won't die because he have regeneration, as her quirks start going rapidly, haywired, and before he heard anything else, Izuku looking back at her saying, sheesh, girl, I know that you have a blood quirk, but this is new. What happened? Does All Might give you his quirk? Asked Toga surprised. As this, she said, yes, and I'm gonna use it to get you back into your A. As Izuku said, yeah, no. Thank you, but I rather leaving now. Well, see you soon, everyone. Goodbye. As he start walking away and then start jumping, getting a little bit faster and running away. And after that, Toga with Eri and Lemillion, they just go to the hospital. All Might, after the death of Night Eye, All Might go to Toga and Lemillion with Eraserhead and the chief of police and the detective. As All Might said, young Miss Toga, I need to tell you something. As Toga said, All Might, can you keep it for later? I'm not good right now, mentally and physically. As All Might said, I think I know what's happened to Izuku. As Toga surprising, what? Do you really know? As All Might said, well, I don't know, but someone know. As from behind, a guy with a lots of knives on his body come through the door as he said, I know what's happened to Izuku. And as he starts telling Toga about that, Izuku is actually having some weird things inside of him controlling him. As he told her about the time when he was drawing on her face, how he said, stop crying, I'm doing my art, telling her that he wasn't meant you with that, he was meaning the other Izuku, because he was crying seeing you being, doing this to you. As Toga surprising, so how we can get him? As All Might said, we don't know yet, but Stain have a theory. As Stain said, maybe we can't help him, but he need to get help from the inside. From the outside we can do a thing. Understand? As Toga said, but how we can help him from inside? As All Might said, well, I really don't know. We will find a way later, but for now, get rest, Toga. I just want to tell you that there is a chance to get Izuku back. The Izuku that you know, there is a chance to get him back. As Toga said, thank you, All Might, and thank you, Mr. Stain. As they leave Toga and Mirio alone to sleep. And this is where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part and what's gonna happen in the next part. So I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.